with Annie and Hannah and Khaoz and Niveryn are hanging out in the chat or in the audio, but for right now it's just it's just Annie and us and me today. So for this moment, so yeah, we're having a good time, having a good time. So Annie, we're actually jumping in like right after your crew, took everybody captive. So this is like bullet time right after we just ended the last campaign kind of thing.
Nice.
So you, and by you I mean the collective crew here, Idiot Squad, we spend the rest of the night down here, and around morning you see someone come down the stairs. And she is this stout... Oh, right, I forgot. I need to switch computers. She is this stout dwarven woman with long blonde hair drawn up in a messy bun. And she's holding a bucket of apples and a pitcher of water. And you also notice that she's wearing the same kind of coat that Jacoby is wearing. Real dark red and really long. Annie, you recognize her. Her name is Ollie. She is, or at least she was when you were here last, the ship's cook. And also Jacoby's girlfriend. And you generally had a pretty good rapport with her when you were here. She didn't really have any kind of quarrel with you when she left. She wasn't here very long, but she was pretty quiet and kept to herself. Annie, you seem to remember her being promoted to first mate just before you left, which, side note, nepotism, well, whatever, Jacoby's girlfriend. But regardless, she's pretty cool, for the most part. And she walks up to the bars, and she passes the bucket and the pitcher through the bars, with an apologetic smile over her face. Don't tell the captain. He said not to give you anything, but I don't know, it didn't seem right to let you go hungry. And Khaoz and I have already played this out afterwards, but after she does that, Ollie locks eyes with you intensely. Like, sapphire blue eyes feel like they're stabbing into your soul. Which is maybe a bit unsettling because she's still smiling, which gives you some creepy vibes, but she only holds your gaze for a moment before she turns back to the rest of the party. Annie, Jacoby's asked to speak with you.
Alright, fine, I'll come.
Okay. So... Noom!
So I gotta mute my way after her?
Yeah, she lets you out of your cage and you're doing just fine. And I scroll over to the next page. Hang on just a second. And she basically does take you up to the captain's quarter, and she leads you up the stairs, and you're passing by the familiar faces, worn out places, worn out faces, until you reach the captain's quarters at the stern of the boat. Ollie knocks once, and then opens up the door, and you see Jacoby. And his back is to you. Hang on just a sec. You do see Jacoby. His back is to you, and his cape is hung up by the door. And as soon as I can just, put him in there... I'm actually doing a different computer for the OG DM screen, just because I don't want everybody to be able to see all my secrets. Sorry. It's the first time I'm trying this, so I'm a little... Oh, he's there. Never mind.
What the bloody heck am I doing?
But...
He's there. I just had to shove Annie in, because,
Yeah, of course.
She'd like
Go
to be
for
there
it.
too.
Thank you. No, she wouldn't like to be there. I'm just kidding.
That's pretty true, she wouldn't, but hey.
Okay, fair. Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Okay. Gotta check what my perception modifier is real quick again. Because, you know me. I'm always losing which one that is.
Of course, no, same. That's, okay, I'm pretty sure that's not your perception modifier.
My perception modifier is -1.
Okay. So, go ahead and roll them bones.
There we go, that sucks.
Yeah, nothing's here. You're, nah.
Hey guys, I'm on.
Hello.
Hey, we're just working on Annie's one-on-one, but you can chill here.
Enjoy the
Cool.
meme.
Yes, enjoy the memeing.
Alright, I might mute my mic if the background noise gets too high, but I'll be here.
Cool. Alright, so, yeah, Annie, you don't see nothing. Nothing's here. It's exactly the same as everything was. Which, although, actually, not to be fair, you probably do notice without much of a perception check, because it's the last time you were in here was to say your final goodbyes to your captain. And pretty much nothing has been touched in this room, save for a desk with a map and a compass and stuff, and also a small pile of dishes. And Jacoby looks over his shoulder at the two of you. Thank you, he says, going to the table and sits down. Ollie, would you mind leaving us? I'd like to speak with Annie in private. And Ollie kind of nods her head, makes her way around the table. You see her, like, step up onto something. So she's just roughly at Jacoby's level, which, reminder, Jacoby is a half-orc, so that's a little bit of a feat. Yeah, he a toll.
Handsome, not just joking.
He toll. Ooh, he toll. But, yeah. She kisses him on the cheek, and he looks up at her like she hung the stars in the sky kind of thing. He's just so super happy and, like, almost giggly at it kind of thing. But, and then she returns that same gaze. And she steps down from the step and takes the dishes, which looks like it's a plate with a few crusts of bread, and a bowl that looks like it had soup in it, and she leaves the room, noping out of existence here. Teleporting.
She just goes off the freaking map.
I must go. My people need me.
Screw this crud, I'm out.
Exactly. Exactly. But yeah, Jacoby just kind of watches her go with that same look of fondness, and he's just like, she makes my favorite soup twice a week. She's really great.
I honestly don't give a dang at the moment. What the heck am I in here for?
Yeah, okay. That's fair. Yeah, Ollie's left the room. You see Jacoby take 2 glasses from under the desk and put them on the table in front of him. And he also takes out a bottle of something that looks like one of those comically huge bottles of moonshines in cartoons and stuff. Like, the side, you hook it in your finger and then you put it over your arm to drink from it kind of thing. Just comically huge. And he fills his own glass with this dark brown liquid. And he doesn't pour the second glass, but he does put the jug next to it in case you want to partake.
I don't trust him.
That's fair. That's fair.
Plus, I'm ready to use the glass as a weapon at any time.
Yeah, that's also fair. Oh shoot, come back here. No, don't do me like this.
I love how he looks like he's standing on the desk, even though I know he's sitting in his chair.
Stop making fun of me and my maps. Or, not my maps, but the map that I found on the internet because I was a stoop.
Oh.
But, yeah, he just kind of sits back in his chair, puts his feet up, and just looks you over. It's like, never thought I'd see you again, Getsinger. I thought I told you never to come back, not to my seas. So,
do you think I've had a choice?
Well, I mean, you always have a choice to step on a boat. No, just, why are you here? Why are you on this ship? Why are you on the seas?
I'm on the seas because I'm trying to save someone, okay?
Well, and tell me why I shouldn't keelhaul you right now, right where you stand. You killed our captain.
How can you prove it? You can't prove something that didn't happen, Jacoby.
That's the rumor on the ship, Annie. That's what everybody is saying. He kind of puts his head down in his hand and just shakes his head. I don't know who to trust. There's so many people telling me that this is what happened, that you poisoned Captain Ricketts. And honestly, he laughs incredulously, just again shaking his head, and you can kind of see him looking torn in a way. I guess is the best way to say it. He wants to believe you because you've kind of got that annoying little sister quality that he's come to grow fondly annoyed by, but yeah, like, he doesn't know who to trust. And you know what, Annie, I don't know who started this rumor, but that's what it says. That's what everybody has said on the ship, man. I don't know who starts it, but that's a thing. How am I supposed to believe anything you say?
Jacoby, you know how close I was to the captain. He was like a father to me.
I know.
Why did I poison him?
I don't know. So you could be captain. So I would promote you to first mate or something. Getsinger, everybody wants me to throw you off.
Just like old times?
He laughs at that. Just like old times. But, listen, dude, you gotta tread carefully here. There's a lot of people here now that I don't think are your friends.
I don't think you're my friend either, but here I am talking to you.
And he kind of sighs at that. It's like, it wasn't my fault that I had to ask you to leave. It wasn't, I had to go with everybody else's rule. This is still a democracy, Annie.
You had a choice, Jacoby, and just like pounds my arms on the desk.
Go ahead and make an intimidation check, actually.
Yeah, pretty much. This is an intimidation moment.
Do it, coward.
Oh boy, that's a +4. I always
Oh,
love
hachi machi. I mean, yeah, he's sufficiently intimidated by that. You kind of see him like, you kind of see him like sit back in his chair. He takes his feet off the desk.
You
But
could have stood up for me. You could have done something.
and he looks away. He's not really sure. Yeah. He looks away. I don't think he really wants. I don't think he really knows how to answer that. But Annie, make another perception check. This time take advantage on it, because you're, like, up close and personal with him.
Okay. So that's... So 13.
Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, 13. Yoo-hoo. Annie, you can't place why, but something's really off about Jacoby. Like, it's really subtle. The rest of the squad, they wouldn't have noticed anything. They wouldn't know him from Adam. But you only really notice it because you've known him for so long, but Jacoby seems off. Like, all of the color in his face is muted a little bit. And the dark circles under his eyes seem just that much more dark. And if you listen close enough, you can hear a slight wheeze to his breath. And it all feels just familiar, really familiar. But eventually he does look up, or he looks back up at you with tired eyes. And he says, Getsinger, Annie, I don't expect you to understand. I still had to go. There's 60 souls on this ship that were all telling me no. You gotta understand, my dude. I still had. Getting rid of you was for the good of the ship. It's for the good of the crew. I'm sorry that it shook out that way. I really am. And I'm sorry it's shaking out this way now. But he sighs. Look, once we get the eye, we'll all be coming up roses here, but yeah. In the meantime. And before you can say anything else, Jacoby just breaks into a coughing fit. And Ollie just like, yeah, she just rushes right back into the room. Yes, Noom. Ollie just rushes right back into the room and just starts, and she supports him with her dwarven frame, and oh, come on, select both.
What'd I miss?
A lot.
Oh, okay.
That's
I just
okay.
have to rewatch it
There's
later.
like an 80%,
Yeah, it's no big deal.
80% chance Jacoby's gonna McFreaking die.
But yeah, she supports him with her dwarven frame and walks him over to the bed in the corner over here. Oh, come on, you almost landed on the bed, you jerk. But
So close and yet so far.
tried so hard and got so far.
But
In the end, it doesn't really matter.
Exactly. Rest, dear, and she looks very concerned. I'm rightfully so, I guess. We're almost to the island, please just rest. And Jacoby doesn't fight her making him lay down. He's still just coughing. That that was not fully work. That was just me. But
No, that's exactly what he sounds like.
exactly. And he, in between coughing, we'll talk more later, Getsinger. And before he can say anything else, Ollie goes back over to you and she escorts you. You teleport with her.
Noom!
You teleport. And you go. Y'all, this is supposed to be serious.
Okay.
No,
We're
it's...
nooming all over the place. I mean, I'm like crying, but noom.
No, bad coffee.
I know.
Spilled a little bit on my sheet, but that's okay. It didn't land on anything important.
But yeah, she takes you right back down to the brig.
Mine ticker.
She just takes you back down to the brig where everybody else is, and hang on. Let me, if you love
Oh
me,
my
let
goodness,
me.
I found it. I found what I wanted. Everything's good.
Everything is awesome.
Exactly. Everything
There's
is
a
good.
specific song which I just thought of, and I'm like, I want to hear this on the ocarina because that's the only instrument I have. And I found it. Y'all are stuck listening to this. It's pretty. I've not heard it yet, but it's such a pretty song.
But yeah, she takes you back to the Siren's Handmaiden. And I accidentally grabbed your icon, but that's okay. Here. Get in there. But yeah, she puts you back in the... hang on, I'm gonna turn that down a little bit.
Please.
He's pretty, but yeah, she takes you back into your cell, and just like that, she sweeps back up the captain's quarters, just almost like she's walking on air kind of thing, just nopes right on out. Oh right, I can't grab it on this computer. But yeah, that's... Annie, how are you holding up? How you doing?
I'm actually pretty close to crying.
Oh, honey, are you okay?
Yeah, it's just like, Annie's like really close to crying over the thought of like, oh my goodness. I recognize what was happening. This is not a good thing.
Oh.
Nope.
No. This is... Welcome to the Idiot Squad, where... Welcome to the Idiot Squad, where we have pain and idiots.
Feels.
Okay, so... Max has become characters. Yes. All of your characters belong to us.
I think I just need to go find like...
Anyways, okay, how about I end this special Annie stream, and then I can get into Twitch. Oh, no, don't do this with me. I accidentally minimized my the page with the roll. Mini-memized, yes. I shall call it mini-me. I accidentally minimized the Roll20 room while the stream is still going. I was like, oh, whoopsie, hello. But yeah, we'll be back in a little bit, and see y'all soon.